Welcome to Such the Reality. This is Rishi Chaudhary and you're watching the Reality Rundown. In today's bulletin, we bring to you the latest updates from across the nation. Let's have a look. Drilling and production operations of Oil India Limited faced disruptions in Dibrugarh as the All Assam Students Union enforced a 12-hour blockade at the company's field headquarters in Duliajan. The shutdown initiated was in response to media reports suggesting the relocation of three crucial departments: accounts payable, contract and procurement, and human resources from Duliajan to Guwahati and Noida. However, oil swiftly responded, issuing a clarification denying any such plans. Manipur MLA Leshio Keshing has raised alarm over the surge in illegal immigrants from Myanmar infiltrating Kamjong district. Expressing concerns to Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, Keshing urged immediate action to address the escalating issue, proposing either deportation or stringent supervision in providing shelter for the immigrants. The MLA highlighted the imminent threat of outnumbering local residents. The growing influx has stoked fear among the populace, prompting urgent calls for intervention to safeguard the region's demographic balance and security. Security forces have apprehended an NSCN militant near Laktong in Changlang district following actionable intelligence. The team, consisting of the 31 Assam Rifles and state police personnel, conducted the operation in the Laktong area, resulting in the successful arrest of self-styled surgeon Wangmun Kimun, a resident of Yanman village in Kimyong, Changlang district, is identified as an active member of the NSCN outfit. He has been transferred to the Changlong police station for further investigation and legal procedures. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi in Balangir, Orissa, underscored the significance of the upcoming 2024 election, framing it as a battle between two fundamental ideologies. Gandhi criticized the BJP, alleging that the party threatened to dismantle the constitution if they were to emerge victorious in the polls. He emphasized the pivotal role of the constitution in safeguarding the rights of various marginalized communities, including the poor, Dalit, tribals, minorities, farmers, and laborers. Tragedy struck a picnic group from Surat as 7 members, including 6 minors, are feared drowned in the Narmada River at Poicha in Gujarat's Narmada district. The group, consisting of 17 individuals, arrived at Poicha for a day of leisure but encountered a devastating turn of events when they were swept away by the river's current. Prompt response from local divers managed to rescue one individual, but the search for the missing continues with the aid of the National Disaster Response Force. Tragedy struck at Hindustan Copper Limited's Kolihan mine in Rajasthan's Chunchunu district as one person succumbed to severe injuries while trapped alongside 14 other officials. The incident occurred when a lift transporting the personnel abruptly collapsed, leaving them stranded at a depth of 577 meters. Overnight efforts led by the police and the State Disaster Response Force resulted in successful rescue of the remaining 14 members, including individuals from a Kolkata vigilance team and Hindustan Copper Limited. The Supreme Court has ordered the release of NewsClick founder and editor-in-chief Prabir Purkayastha on bail in a case under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. Purkayastha, accused of promoting Chinese propaganda, was granted bail after the court deemed his custody illegal due to the Delhi police's failure to provide him with a copy of the remand application. Justices B.R. Gavai and Sandeep Mehta highlighted the illegality of Purkayastha's remand and decided to release him on bail despite the charge sheet having been filed. During a public rally in Ganjam, Union Home Minister Amit Shah made bold assertions declaring the end of Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik's reign in Orissa. Shah confidently stated that the people of Orissa have bid farewell to Patnaik and expressed their readiness for a BJP-led government. He emphasized that Patnaik's presence in the state is no longer needed, suggesting the imminent arrival of a BJP chief minister. Shah also addressed Patnaik's concerns regarding the potential impact of Ayushman Bharat on his popularity. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge launched a scathing attack on the BJP, criticizing their slogan "Modi hai to mumkin hai" as nothing more than empty promises aimed at deceiving the public. Speaking at a rally in Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh, Kharge denounced the slogan, highlighting the rise in prices of essential commodities like petrol, diesel, LPG, and wheat under the current administration. He challenged the Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched a scathing attack on the Congress party during his public meeting in Dindori, Maharashtra. Modi asserted that the Congress's electoral defeats have rendered them incapable of fulfilling their role as a credible opposition. He referenced a suggestion by a leader of the Indie Alliance in Maharashtra proposing that smaller parties merge with Congress after elections. He invoked the late Shiv Sena leader Balasaheb Thackeray, suggesting that the merging of Shiv Sena with Congress would betray Thackeray's principles. Thank you. For more updates, keep watching Such the Reality.